dog. Right.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, from Maryland, the Destroyer! And her opponent from Nashville, Tennessee, Riley!
Rita Blocker, excuse me, Rita Blocker with a big smash right there. 1, 2, and a kick out right there. The matchup between the heavyweights here. Shiva and Rude Rita Blocker. Some of the most intense women on the roster, Hector. Yeah, they really are, Holmes. And Shiva looks like she has the upper hand right here. And a kick in the corner. Down goes Rude Rita Blocker. Could this be it right here? Let's see. 1, 2, and a kick out. Leg drop off the springboard. Drop kick right here to the knee. And we'll see. Oh, Uranagi slam. Little vintage Shiva right here. Now going up to the top rope. Rude Rita Blocker now. At her mercy, and oh, a coup de grace right there, and this could be it right here for Rude Rita Blocker. 1, 2, and a kick out. Matchup does continue here, and that is a 299 personified. And we do want to welcome everybody in that's watching on the telecast home. So nobody's really checked in yet, and of course our audio wasn't even working. Got to push the damn mute button. And now look at this. Rita Blocker from behind. And Shiva gets out of it. And a big suplex coming. And oh, look at this. Oh, into the big driver right there. And this should be it right here for Shiva. She can get Rita Blocker out of the ropes right here. And 1, 2, and another kick out. The matchup does continue here on Thursday Night Riot. Combination now by Shiva, and down goes Rude Rita again. 1, 2, and that's it. She defeats Rude Rita Blocker here in the opening matchup here tonight. Great opening matchup here on the telecast, and these two women seemingly going to war here. And look at this big explosion right here by Rude Rita Blocker, sending Shiva fly to the corner, then was not enough. Shiva with a super kick and another super kick to the back, and you thought that was it, and no, it was not. And the big splash right here in the corner. Right here is the definitive factor right here. The KOD connected. The beginning of the end. And then right here, the combination strikes from Shiva.
Here is your winner, the Destroyer.
That was all she wrote. Shiva with a big victory to open up Thursday Night Riot. here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at 270 pounds, the All-American, Tommy Gunn.
The All-American Tommy Gunn making his way down to ringside, ladies and gentlemen, here on Thursday Night Riot. I'm Johnny Bias. Hector is in and out. Not feeling too good, and the throat is kind of hurting for Hector, so we'll try to get him back on the main event, so it'll just be me here on the telecast, and we're going to try our best. Tommy Gunn, of course, the All-American, making his way down to the ring here tonight. He'll have a tough task against the Scorpion.
And his opponent from North Korea, weighing in at 192 pounds, the Scorpion.
Here he comes, the Scorpion. Hasn't had much success as of late. And he comes down here tonight, ready to perhaps bounce back, get back in the fold of things right here tonight, and we'll see how he fares in this matchup. Tommy Gunn, of course, the All-American, a younger superstar that's kind of came in here through the developmental system here in WFA, and so tonight has a big task ahead of him as this man right here, one of the most dangerous superstars on the roster, very impactful, strong style superstar, known as the Scorpion. All right, we're off and running here. Tommy Gunn versus the Scorpion. And if you just joined us, Johnny Bias here at ringside. Sheba defeating Ruby Blocker in the opening matchup. Big shout out all the way to Landover, Maryland to Sinister Perry. And of course, a big shout out to TJ. Big shout out to a good friend Jay Mills down in the East Coast. Shout out to the East Beast crew. Shout out also in that same area to Angelo watching. Shout out to West Figs watching down in Chicago, Illinois. Big suplex right here by this man right here, the Scorpion. Continues his attack here on Tommy Gunn. Tommy Gunn's trying to get a little bit of momentum. But will it be enough to keep down the Scorpion? Because he'll come back at you and strike you. Watch out. Nice arm drag takedown. Scorpion going up top. And the big knee right to the esophagus of Tommy Gunn. Look at the leg right here, one. And a kick out. Matchup does continue here. Got plenty of action left here tonight on the card. If you hadn't seen it, watch out. Scorpion strike. Getting loaded up right here, but Tommy Gunn gets out of it. Nice suplex right there by Tommy Gunn. And the rest of the card as follows. Coming up next, they've got Mills and Odin, part of the Goons to Gods, taking on Tech 9. Well, we haven't seen in over a month. And then we have Cam Finley taking on Beat the Body. Iron Man takes on Dean Lashley in one hell of a matchup. The Riot Championship will be on the line. Briggs versus Stang Me, and then the main event. El Wapo Chuck taking on Crazy Carnage. The two-time Hall of Famer, and Tommy Gunn now. Going in the corner right here. Might be looking for the Snake Eyes, and that's exactly what he's looking for. Snake Eyes in the corner. Scorpion might be in a little bit of trouble right here. And now the Scorpion has him up. And a Falcon Arrow. 1, 2, and a kick out. Matchup does continue here. Might be time for a Scorpion strike. Oh, but a drop toe hold connects from Tommy Gunn. And a nice roll up. Kick out at 2. Scorpion and Tommy Gunn still going at it here tonight. And look at this. Tommy Gunn now with an ankle lock out of nowhere. Ankle lock is connected, but the Scorpion able to get out of that one. And oh, look at this now. Armbar connected right here from Sung Wei Fei. The Scorpion. And now Tommy Gunn. Oh, hits him right there with a big one. Could this be it right here? 1, 2, and oh, a near fall right there, but Scorpion able to get out of it. Tommy Gunn cooking with peanut oil here tonight. Misses the big elbow. Perhaps the opening that the Scorpion needs right here, and let's see if we can connect right here with something. But Tommy Gunn still fighting back. Still in the fold, still in the thick of things right here. Goes underneath, leapfrog Jones, and then overhead suplex. Not a Riot Rules matchup here tonight, so both men have to be wary about the count out. Tommy Gunn wisely putting the Scorpion back in the ring right here, and let's see. Going back up for the elbow again. Well, he's not. The Scorpion gets up to the vertical base. Oh, and a big clothesline miss. Power slam does connect right there. Let's see. The Scorpion now has him up again. Jawbreaker now by the Scorpion. Oh, look at this. Drop kick to the outside. The Scorpion once again on the outside. Now going towards the steel steps, but they both stop in their tracks. And now Tommy Gunn putting the Scorpion right through the steel steps right here. And both men on the outside fighting. Remember, there are 10 counts and there are disqualifications in this one. I think it would have been more suitable if it was a Riot Rules matchup for Scorpion here tonight. Is, of course, kind of a king of strong style, if you will, but Shane Mean might argue differently. And it looks like the Scorpion's going to get counted out here tonight. 9.5, and there is 10. And Tommy Gunn with an upset here tonight as the Scorpion is counted out. Big victory, and the losing streak of the Scorpion continues here on Thursday nights. We don't know what to expect anymore. How will he get back into the fold, into the winner's circle, if you will? You'll have to try again next Thursday. And, well, even though he was on the apron, he's got to reestablish himself inside the rope. So you could have your 3/4 of a body, 90% of your body, but if your leg is still on the outside, your full body is not back in the ring. So Tommy Gunn with a big victory here tonight. In the winner's circle is the All-American, and right here was the drop kick that sent the Scorpion to the outside, never established himself inside. You see the replay right here. He ran up, and he just could not get it back in. If he would have slid in, he might have had a chance, but Tommy Gunn is the winner here on Thursday Night Riot. We'll be right back with more right after this.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. On their way to the ring at a combined weight of 458 pounds, Curtis the Virus and Mac Havoc.
Tick 9 making their way back in the ring here. Mac Browser and Cyrus the Virus, and they're going to take on these guys right here. #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championships.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 467 pounds, Jay Mills and Dan O'Shane, the Gladiators.
Both of these men, Hall of Famers in their own right. You got Jay Mills, the Beat Master, the Rap Master, Main Event Mills, and then you got God Mode activated in Odin O'Shea. And we want to give a big shout out to Sean O'Grady and little Odin watching in Canada. And of course, a big shout out, we said earlier, and we'll say one more, to our good friend Mills up there in the East Coast. And we are ready for action, as it'll be Odin versus Cyrus to start things off here tonight. And a quick tag in. And Mac Browser now inside the ring as they go after Gunsta Gods here tonight. And Irish whip to the corner right here, and Mac Browser fighting out of it here against Odin. Special edition of Riot here tonight on a Wednesday night. And a springboard moonsault missed right here. And now Odin O'Shea. Oh, try to jump over Mac Browser, but got his foot caught in the rope right there. Now another tag in from the Tech 9. And now Cyrus the Virus fighting back here. And we have yet to see Jay Mills in this matchup, as Tech 9 has done a good job of keeping Odin O'Shea the legal man here and kind of keeping him isolated here. And nice backbreaker right there by Odin, one, and a kick out. And now, finally, Main Event Mills gets back in this match. Well, not even back in the matchup. He gets tagged into the matchup now for the first time tonight. And Cyrus the Virus going up for the ride here. And he's going to the corner. Might be a Snake Eyes right here, and it is. Fall away. Snake Eyes in the corner. Oh, and his head bounced off right there. And matchup does continue. Tag in. Here comes Mac Browser and Odin O'Shea. And a swinging neck break. No, he's going to roll him up right here. And look at these guys roll up Palooza here. And to roll up now, Mac Browser. He rolls him up again. Back and forth we go. My goodness, what the hell's going on here? What a slam right there by Odin Godmode O'Shea. And a hit right there to the corner. Tonight we are live in Lafayette, Louisiana, as Glory will be in New Orleans. And we'll keep you updated on the date that will happen. The holiday season is near us. And oh, a big shot to the head right here. And Mills now with a big shotgun kick to the head. And a roll up and not enough. Tag in Cyrus the Virus here. And Mills doesn't care if it's Mac Browser or Cyrus the Virus. He's ready for a big beat down, and a stun gun connects now as picks up the heavy Cyrus, who has lost a exceptional weight And now a tag in. Well, I thought it was going to be a tag in to Odin, but Cyrus gets out of that corner. And now Mills. Oh, Sling Blade. And a big shot to the temple. 1, 2. The shoulder up right there by Main Event Mills, and the matchup does continue. And started for the bottom. Now we're here, Cyrus of Virus. This could be it. And a little bit of white noise connects Vintage Odin here tonight. Look at the leg right here. 1, 2, and 3. And Goons to Gods with a big victory. What a clinic these two put on, and putting notice to the tag team champions. Because, of course, GM Thorne has announced that it will be a triple threat match, and it probably will be under TLC rules. So, we'll, as the pay-per-view gets closer, the card does anyways, we will keep you informed, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, this was the beginning of the end right here. Starting from the bottom right here for Cyrus the Virus, and then right here, a little bit of white noise, and that's all she wrote here tonight. Odin and Main Event Mills, Goons to Gods, another one, as Hector would say, for the almighty MOB.
Here are your winners.
Put another dub on the board. Take two. Put in the dub on the board. We'll be right back with more Thursday Night Riot. Cam Finley versus Pete the Body coming up next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Theodore Reed, representing the corporation from Springfield, Illinois, weighing in at 320 pounds, the Blueprint.
All right. Here comes the Blueprint, Cam Finley. All right, the Blueprint Cam Finley inside the squared circle, and we get ready for this man.
Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, Peter the Body.
Beat the Body, of course, a protege of One Crazy Carnage. As we give a big shout out to Jamar Chambers watching in Richmond, Virginia, and another one to Wes Douglas watching in Chicago, Illinois here tonight. Beat the Body, making his way down to the Beat the Body making his way down to the ring here tonight, and well, it's going to be a tough one for him, as Cam Finley is the opponent of choice for tonight. Representing the authority of GM Thorne, known as the Establishment. And here we go. Beat the Body and Cam Finley, the Blueprint. And we're off and running here. And big shot to the head right here, and Cam was unfazed. And Cam Finley's going to win this matchup after a 10 count. And that didn't take long for the Blueprint to take care of business here tonight. It just shows his path of rage, ladies and gentlemen. And Theodore Reed, his handler, very satisfied, and so is GM Thorne. Cam Finley wasting no time to take out the garbage. Beat the Body on Dream Street on the outside, and Cam with an impressive victory under a minute here tonight. We'll be right back with more.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the family from Charleston, South Carolina, weighing in at 254 pounds, Iron Man.
And we get ready now as the living legend, the Hall of Famer himself, the Ironborn Superstar. Iron Man makes his way down the ring. Big shout out to John watching in South Carolina here tonight. Iron Man, of course, one half of the family. Him and Crazy Carnage also #1 contenders for those tag team titles, and they'll be defended at the pay-per-view known as Glory here within a week's time. Here he comes, Mr. Thursday Night himself, the future Hall of Famer, and perhaps one of the most dominant superstars on the Thursday Night Riot roster. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dean Lashley, the Omega. Big shout out to Devontae Jones watching down in Phoenix, Arizona. And this should be one of those matches that we talk about a very long time. There's Iron Man looking on. There's Dean Lashley. Just joined us. I am Johnny Bias here at ringside. Hector will be with us shortly, hopefully at the main event. He's feeling under the weather tonight as we give you the Thursday night quick recap brought to you by the Smoking Section podcast. If you haven't done so yet, look it up on YouTube. Like, subscribe, and share. Let them know that Johnny and Hector sent you. And recapping, we had Sheba defeat Rude Reno Blocker. Tommy Gunn over Scorpion in a countout. Moments ago, we had Goons to Gods defeat Tech 9 in a clinic matchup. And then, of course, we just saw Pete the Body get defeated or get dominated by the Blueprint Camp Finley. And right now, Iron Man is taking advantage of this matchup against Dean Lashley. I do want to welcome everybody in that is joining us here tonight. If it's your first time, welcome in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share here as well as a Wednesday edition of Thursday Night Riot. As tomorrow there's a lot of stuff going on. They could not let us do it on a regular day, but it is okay. Dean Lashley now getting his momentum now, but Dean Lashley gets that stopped in his tracks with a back body drop and a springboard leg drop does connect. He had the distance on it. And now catches him on the leg. Tries to go to the corner, but they fight out of it. Nice arm drag takedown right there by the Omega Dean Lashley, and now the big strikes right there. And of course, he does train with a bar knuckle brawler himself, MMA athlete Devontae Jones down in I was going to say Florida for some reason, down in Arizona. And goes back in here with a 6 count, and it doesn't take long for the Iron Man to get back in here right here. Oh, look at this. The DOG put on the Illusions of Greater, put on Mr. Thursday Night. He's trying to fight out of it. And a couple of shots to the ribs area right there, and he gets out of it. And Iron Man again counters out. Iron Man getting the momentum as he always does, and back and forth we go. No man can kind of get the momentum in his corner. A true momentum going, because the other one starts to bounce back. And Dean Lashley now trying to put the words back in my mouth here, and takes Iron Man towards the corner right here. Will he get there? He does. Slams his head first into the turnbuckle here, and now with a big slam, and we could be going up right here for the Thursday Night Delight here. And Iron Man up to his vertical base. Dean doesn't like it. Oh, and a double stomp to the chest right here. Could this be it early? 1, 2, and a kick out. The matchup does continue here on the program. The crowd here in Lafayette saying we're not worthy. And beating the heck out of Dean Lashley now. 1. And a big Ironborn punch right there. And oh, look at this. Might be looking for the Ironborn neck breaker. Dean Lashley, stay down, but he gets hit with it. This could be it right here. 1, 2, and a shoulder up here. The matchup does continue on Thursday Night Riot. And now let's see what the Iron Man's going to do here. Picks him up. And Dean Lashley now with a back body drop of his own. It's getting late here in the matchup. Dean Lashley now telling Iron Man to get back up here. Let's see. Going up to the top rope right here. Could it be another double stomp to the chest right here? He flies. Crossbody instead. Look at the leg right here. 1, 2, and the shoulder up at 2.5. Oh, look at this now. The Omega effect is locked in, and he connects. Look at the leg to win it. 1, 2, and oh, not enough. Iron Man able to get a shoulder up late in this matchup. And now up again, and axe handle misses right here as this guy able to get the counter. Iron Man getting the counter. And now look at this, hyperextending the left shoulder of Dean Lashley, trying to get himself, well, not even trying to give some momentum, he's just trying to tear down every inch of his body. And now look at this, Dean Lashley with a big move right here. Could this be it? 1, 2, and 3. And Dean Lashley with a big victory over the Hall of Famer himself, the Iron Man, here tonight. Pretty damn good matchup, if I do say so myself. Iron Man and Dean Lashley going to war here. No blood was shed, but impressive to say the least. Both men giving it all tonight. And right here, going vintage with the Ironborn neckbreaker, but it wasn't enough to keep down Mr. Thursday Night. And right here, the Omega effect connected. I thought that was going to be it, but they still continued to battle. And then right here, Dean Lashley with this big move right here. Hits him, and that's all she wrote. Mr. Thursday Night, showing why he's Mr. Thursday Night, and wins over the Hall of Famer, the Iron Man. We'll be right back as the Riot Championship will be put on the line coming up next.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match. It is for the Rated R Hardcore Championship.
All right, we are back here on the program. As you heard the announcement from Alicia Taylor, our ring announcer. Riot Championship on the line, and this man right here, Sheldon Briggs, 1/2 of Lethal Force and also a member of MOB. All right, here he comes now, the defending, reigning Riot champion who hasn't lost this championship. Been a long time since he's gained it. We need to do a research and figure out all these titles. And I'll do that in the days to come. Shang Mi, the real deal here tonight, doesn't come out here without. He comes out here without his main squeeze, One Dumb Ho, and well, we can blame the damn game for that one. And there's the championship on your screen. Let's go down the ring as Alicia is standing by.
Introducing the challenger from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, weighing in at 252 pounds, the superstar, Sheldon Briggs. And his opponent from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 225 pounds, the Rated R Hardcore Champion.
All right, we're off and running here, Riot Championship on the line. No disqualification, no countouts. Falls do count anywhere in the arena. Shane Me putting up the title tonight, and oh man, what a splash right there off of the springboard. Steel chair in play now, and Sheldon Briggs and Shane Me both thought about the same thing at the same time and went for another drop kick. Did Briggs, and now a cover, but nothing doing early. Matchup does continue here on the program, and another drop kick from Sheldon Briggs, as he does love them missile drop kicks, and he is a force to be reckoned with. But right now it seems like Lethal Force kind of taking a break from the tag team division and getting back into the singles, the singles competitions right here. And of course, Big Jack's not here tonight. At least he's not scheduled. And oh, look at Shane Me with a nice move right there. Look at the leg, 1, 2, and a kick out. The matchup does continue on the program, and Irish whip now. Oh, back body drop coming now. No, it's a DDT and out to the outside. Remember, they can pin each other anywhere in the arena. And a nice leg drop to take down Shang Mi from the challenger, Sheldon Briggs. And Shang Mi in the ring now. And oh, man! Crossbody right to Shelly. Shelly goes down. We have no referee now. Inadvertently taking down Shelly, and she gets back up to a vertical base. I'll tell you what, she is she's a tough young cookie, I'll tell you that much. And thankfully Hector's not here, otherwise he probably would have jumped the rail and got down and beat some ass. But I digress. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. And now after the combination, looking for to retain the title. 1, 2, and a kick out. Matchup does continue. And now look at this, drop kick to the head. After the kendo stick is involved in this matchup, and a kick to the kidney section now. And Sheldon Briggs now might be looking to take down Shang Mi with a lethal dose right here. Let's see if he can connect with it. Turns him around, and the lethal dose connects right there. Looking for the title right here. Can we have a new champion? 1, 2, and a kick out. Matchup does continue here on the program, and Shang Mi in a bad way right there. Looks like he might have ripped his pants, but who am I to look? Oh, and a shot right between the eyes right there with a kendo stick. Big shout out going out to Angelo here tonight watching. as he always does, in the Boston, Mass area. And another shout out to TJ watching in South Carolina. And now look at this, going after a fisticuffs right here. Both of these men exchanging blows in the middle of the ring. Back and forth we go. And look at this, a nice slap to the face from Sheldon Briggs. But I think Shang Mi's hurt a little bit more because he is hitting him with a bare hand right there. And I think these two are about to bust. And there we go. It's a fight tonight on Thursday Night Riot. It's a riot tonight here in Lafayette. And Shang Mi combination. And now gets some momentum in the opening. He needs to retain the championship. And now puts him in an armbar situation. Will Sheldon Briggs tap out? He does. And Shang Mi retains the championship here tonight. Who's going to stop this man? It's just like on Rage. We have the television champion and the X Division champion who just refused to lose them titles. And tonight, it is no different for this man, the Riot champion. Shang Mi with a big victory here tonight. As you watch the replays right here, we get ready for the main event coming up next. Hector is going to give it a go. See if he can call this main event as he is under the weather here tonight. And see the replay right here, the combination right there from Shang Mi. A back and forth matchup, a pretty good one if I do say so myself. Scheduled by our GM Thorne. Right here, I thought it was it with the lethal dose from Sheldon Briggs, but somehow Shang Mi able to get out of it. Devastating move right there, but able to kick out at 2.5. And then right here, these two men exploded right here. And then right here, it was just too much as he had to tap out. Look with his foot. He didn't have an arm to tap out with. Shang Mi retains the Riot Championship. We'll be right back with the main event. El Guapo Chuck takes on Crazy Carnage. Former best friends going at it one-on-one here tonight. All right, it's main event time as the two-time Hall of Famer, Crazy Carnage, will make his way down to the ring here tonight. And, of course, with a cup in hand.
Scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the family from Richmond, Virginia, weighing in at 222 pounds. Crazy Carnage!
Crazy Carnage making his way down to the ring, and it's about to start raining dollar bills in the arena here tonight. And you see the money falling from the skies here. All right, we get ready now for the most handsomest superstar of all WFA, self-proclaimed. The WFA World Heavyweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for El Guapo Chuck.
opponent, representing the corporation from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 226 pounds, the undisputed worldwide champion, El Chuck.
El Guapo Chuck taking on his former buddy, Crazy Carnage, here tonight. Non-title matchup here in the main event, and we're going to welcome in Hector Hernandez into the booth. Hector, are you here with us? Well, Holmes, we're going to give it a go here. Feeling under the weather. My throat feels a little dry tonight, but we're going to try to call this main event here tonight. Thanks for Johnny for handling the business here tonight. Big shout out to TJ for producing the show here tonight. Big shout out to Crazy Carnage. Big shout out to Jamar Chambers and Rich Wood, Richmond, Virginia. And now Shelly separating the two right here. And that was an ugly bump she took earlier for Sheldon Briggs. Serves him right. Losing to Shang Mi. Now Guapo Chuck going for the moonsault. Oh, look at this. Kind of Tiger rolled his way into Crazy Carnage. I don't think Carnage expected that one bit. And a big boot to the face. And Guapo Chuck inadvertently running into Shelly. Oh, that's just convenient. It's okay for him to run into her, but not Sheldon, huh? I mean, it's just a bump in, home. It wasn't a crossbody. All right, well, we're here in the main event, and Shelly getting bumped into tonight. She's gonna have to get herself checked out after the show here tonight for concussion protocol, if you will. And now the lock horns again. Two-time Hall of Famer Crazy Carnage and a future Hall of Famer in El Guapo Chuck, the WFA World Heavyweight Champion. Now Crazy Carnage up there with a moonsault of his own, but El Guapo Chuck moves out of the way. And a big shot to the face to the two-time Hall of Famer. Now back and forth we go, Hector. Inside cradle now. One. And a kick out at one. And a German suplex here. Now a ripcord. Oh, no. Went for the double, and could he go for the triple? And he does. Triple German suplexes here tonight for Crazy Carnage. And now look at this. Missile drop kick does miss. And Guapo Chuck now back on the offense right here. And hook of the leg, one. Guapo Chuck now with an armbar. Crazy Carnage down but not out here tonight. Matchup does continue here. Main event time. Thursday Night Riot. Here they go. They're going to exchange blows here. Knife edge chops all around. You're right about that. Back and forth we go here tonight. Knife edge chops. Crazy Carnage telling El Guapo Chuck to bring it on right here, but he counters with his own fist right there. And I think these two are about to explode here tonight, Holmes. Back and forth we go. Lafayette on their feet tonight, waiting for them to combust here tonight. El Guapo Chuck and Crazy Carnage. And here we go. It's a riot tonight in Louisiana, Holmes. And Carnage getting the best of that one as El Guapo Chuck staggering. Going up to the middle rope is Crazy Carnage, and axe handle takes down the champion. Remember, not a championship matchup, non-title matchup in the main event tonight. Shooting star press connects right there. The two-time Hall of Famer could have a victory over the champion. 1, 2, and 299, Holmes. Carnage thought he had him in the bag right there, but nothing doing. He's going to go for it twice, and he's going to go to the well too many times. Oh, man, he did connect that one. That's going to be it right here. 1, 2, and 3. And El Wapo Chuck goes down, and, well, he is going against a two-time Hall of Famer, Holmes, and I think Lenny Love is somewhere smiling here tonight. As you watch the replay of this matchup, Holmes, and we want to give a big thanks to Johnny Baez for holding down the fort tonight, as my voice is not going to go all night with this commentary, Holmes. And we apologize for the first matchup as the sound was on mute. The damn game, TJ. And speaking of TJ, big shout out to TJ Brummel for producing tonight's episode of Thursday Night Riot. And everybody else that joined us live or watching on the replay, the VOD, the video on demand, we say thank you for watching this presentation of Thursday Night Riot here tonight. Crazy Carnage, that two-time Hall of Famer, wins. We're going to the strip club tonight, baby. We'll see you next week for another edition of Thursday Night Riot. For Johnny Baez, I am Hector Hernandez saying good night, and we'll see you next week, Holmes.